So this is on. If you so that's on. All right, and welcome back to VLA action. We're about to get ready for LVC versus Boston Bounce. This is the third match of the day and also the final match. We are your hosts today, Cam Roth and Cyrus Guzman from The Force.
How y'all doing?
We just got clapped, but it's all right. It's all right, you know. We'll come back tomorrow. All right, Pedro Campos with the first serve and into the net. So, Cyrus, how has this event been for you so far?
It's been really fun, honestly. Just having all the kind of being at the youth tournament, having all these teams, take turns watching us, interacting with them. It's been a good time, honestly. I haven't been to this event in 2 years, so it's a nice foray back into the VLA, as you could say. Oh, great stuff.
It's a lot of fun having the up-and-coming generation being able to watch us and see what they can do after they finish playing club, finish playing college, and it's not just an end.
Grow the game, that's a big thing that kind of we're trying to do in men's volleyball. Obviously, it's one of the biggest, I think it's one of the fastest growing sports right now in the U.S., participation-wise, numbers-wise, for boys high school. So, it's good. Like, we have this kind of platform to show off the sport at a high level, because a lot of these guys just haven't seen, a lot of these kids, my bad, just haven't seen volleyball at this high of a level.
Yeah.
So, very glad we have this opportunity.
That's an ace followed by an error there for Bounce. We do not have the score working right now, but we will get that up shortly.
Number 4, Dave Evans to serve. Stevens product. Oh, great serve out the Missed wide by Nick Kasperzak.
And Dave Evans back to serve.
Dave Evans, a national champion at Stevens back in 2015. Foot fault. We had a lot of foot faults last game.
Yeah, it's really hard. The sport court is a little bit smaller than a normal open gym, but we'll get it dialed in.
Yeah. It's tough. We just don't have a lot of space. Actually, the refs are giving us a little more space so we can step off the sport court and fans are moving, so that's good. Little inside ball, free ball sent over.
Good high swing over the top there by Brendan. Gets the point for Bounce.
Nick Kasperzak back to serve.
Great pass by the libero there. 22 in system, set the middle, and that's a kill.
Yeah,
the only problem about playing at these events is there's a lot of balls coming onto the court.
Yeah, we do
stopping play.
We do have to stop play at least once or twice every match, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, did it just happen again?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It usually seems to happen when there is a long rally as well.
Which is lovely. Oh, missed a good swing. Served by Hunter Oshman.
Nice pass there by Dave Evans. A little inside.
Inside, but he gets the kill off the middle for
John Lutz gets the kill.
John Lutz. John Lutz is a longtime TeamLVC member. This team's been around for a while. I would be going to tournaments back when I was in early college and play against like most guys like Chris Hosley, Eric Martin. I've been seeing these dudes for years, so it's nice. They're still playing high level. They won the VLA a few times, so it's nice they're still at this level and through their older age. Not saying they're old, but you know. So.
Age is just a number.
John Lutz back to serve. Great pass by Lexi De La Cruz. Run the middle. Ooh! Wow, little out assistance. Oh. Oh, good block by them. Good block by the middle. Ooh. Great tool off the outside hand by, if that's, I'm not mistaken, that's Clayton Stanley, number 23. Matt Clayton? Wow. Oh, that was bad. Matt Clayton out of UCLA, I'm pretty sure. Listen. Lutz has been going on a little service on with this. Ooh, great dig.
Nice hand dig. Oh. Dave Evans.
Dave Evans with a tip out the back. Oh.
Setter's out for bounce.
Oh.
And the D ball gets stuffed. And that's going to be Matt Clayton again with his hands.
Tip out the middle. Ooh, out of system set.
Free ball.
Free ball over. Ooh, free ball sent out.
Just a bit outside. The score is 9-6 LVC. We will get the score fixed here soon.
Matt Clayton back to serve. Ooh.
And he tags the line. A little bit of a cut shot there to the corner.
Wide fan. That was a great cut, actually. A little right to left action.
Hard to play that ball just running away from you.
Even if it's not 100% serve, just kind of.
Yeah, sometimes it's more about placement than speed. Obviously, there's a time and a place for both.
But as he misses, gets an ace in error. Rafa Burgos back to serve.
He plays professionally in Puerto Rico, I do believe.
So, Rafa, we were tough. He plays professionally in Puerto Rico. He is Dominican, though. He is, but I guess one of our teammates, Mason Mato, is one of our setters. He plays on the Dominican national team with Rafa. So I think he was raised in PR, but he's Dominican.
Okay.
That's from my understanding. I could be wrong, but it was something like that. And he plays professionally in Puerto Rico currently. So I heard he flies out for these tournaments, which is crazy. But he's a mainstay for Bounce. He's been in the middle for them for at least 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So good pickup. Bounce is very. These two teams have a very different model of how they kind of run their organization. Bounce is obviously doesn't have as high-end talent as TeamLVC, where they just try to get the best amount of talent that have gone to the best schools, really play professionally overseas. But Bounce has kind of this pipeline. They have 30, 35 guys.
Yeah.
Practice a lot. And obviously these two teams are VLA champs. Obviously there's a method to the madness kind of for both of them.
Yep.
Um,
Boston Bounce seems to always have new rotating faces. Boston is a pretty big hotspot for some really good D3 schools that tend to translate to some pretty good VLA players. So
I mean, having Jeff Balchin, who is their captain, the MVP of the league, being the head coach of LaSalle, which is they're always especially now they're a perpetually ranked team, and having Colin Ritter, one of their setters, who has also been named to the all VLA team multiple times, being assistant at Wentworth being a top 10 school in the country for D3. Seems like year in and year out. Last year they were ranked number 1 for a while. Ooh, setter dumped. Great dig by Pedro. Hunter Oshman with the OT swing.
And John Lutz out of the back row with a hammer.
That was a great swing on the D ball. Just having an opposite like that could just get set the D ball. Get set the D ball and just terminate. That's a very big luxury to have.
Gavin Moran here with a lefty topspin. The ball is spinning in a different direction than all righties. So it's usually a little bit more difficult to pass unless you have somebody in your gym that's a lefty. Just because you don't see it too often. Can definitely be a weapon.
Definitely. We have a few lefties in our gym, so we kind of see that often. But it is just a completely different look. Just seeing that hook from sort of right to left, left to right.
Yeah.
It's hard to replicate even if they have like a serving machine or whatever. So Dave Evans back to serve.
Nice serve right down the line. Out of system ball.
Ooh.
And doesn't clear the tape. Point LVC.
LVC's looking pretty clean. Oh, scores back on. 14-12 LVC. Dave Evans back to serve again. Let's see what he does. Ooh, great run. Great run out the middle. Ooh.
And Hunter Oshman gets his right hand on that ball and straight down, point bounce.
Dave Evans rapidly ripped that ball, but you cannot serve Lexi De La Cruz down his midline. That is going to be a dime every time. We played him last game. He very much impressed me. Bump set. To click. Oh!
And it was a dig by the middle. Just a little bit of an overpass. Terminated by LVC. All right, in the middle, Ryan Carty back to serve. There is no libero in the game right now for LVC.
Oh, another great pass. Oh.
And Bounce keeps the ball alive. Scramble drill. Bounce comes out on top with a tip out of the back row.
Hunter Oshman back to serve. Hunter Oshman, product of Wentworth. His brother actually also went there. Both Jersey kids. So let's see what he does on the serve. Oh. Serves out, close to the line. John Lutz back to serve.
And just a bit long there, point bounce. LVC holding a 2-point lead here.
Been a tightly contested game so far.
Yeah, both teams feeling each other out. First time they played each other on the weekend, so.
Great pass. Great dig.
Great dig by Alexi De La Cruz. Unfortunately, it just ended up over the net again.
Moran with a nice right-handed swipe. Clayton back to serve. Goes with the jump serve again. Ooh. So he's really just trying to take some off of it and try to catch that sideline. It worked once, so I understand why they try to do it again. Or goes back to serve. Just long for Lutz. That was a nice reverse to flow set.
Yeah, I think it just died. It's just a touch inside.
Like when setters do that, something a little risky. Try to reverse the flow, try to get the blockers guessing. Oh, Dave Evans with the perfect pass. Great dump on Moran.
Moran happens to be a lefty, but it's always great for a setter to have a good left hand, especially for a dunk purpose. Really hard to stop when they can get on the top of the ball and kind of dunk it.
We got Eric Martin going in for AJ Witkowski. Oh, great dig by Eric Martin. Eric Martin might be the oldest person at this tournament, playing at least.
And he's still doing it extremely well.
It's insane. He's been playing high level volleyball maybe my whole life. It seems like. Serve for Pedro. Oh, Dave Evans with the tip. Great dig.
Oh, and a pancake. And bounce touches the ball out of the setter's hands. Can't do that unless it's a dump.
Going back to serve.
Watch this ball cut from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen.
Oh, great fend off. Oh. Asper Zach with the monster block. That was a great.
Ball might have been just a little bit low for Dave Evans there.
Way to just dive his hands kind of into the angle and just absolutely clamp him. Like, that's a great blocking move out right there. Oh, going back to him. It's a great angle by Lutz.
Dave Evans back to serve. One of the most consistent servers here on the VLA.
Oh. Saying pass. Let's see what they do with this. Oh.
And a miscommunication by Bounds. Caught with their pants down looking at each other.
And another foot fault.
Looked by maybe an inch or two. This is a game of inches.
It's indeed a game of inches, Cam. We got Jordan Aprea into serve for Kasperzak.
He is a libero, so watch for him to make a couple digs over here on the serve.
Oh.
And Lutz just terminates.
A great pass. Oh. Really nice aggressive run out for the middle. Oh, let's see what happens. Ooh. Good reset. Oh, great swing by Burgos. Wow.
finding the last centimeters of the blue court.
Running your middles in transition is deadly. I've seen a lot of good transition plays out these setters. Very high. We got some very high level setters here. So middle transitions a little bit. They got some space. This terminating, it's one of the best plays in volleyball. Down the line for Clayton.
Great set there from Moran, leaving him about a 4-foot gap to swing down the line.
That was a great set. He let him hang. Set point for LVC. Let's put some heat on it. Great turn by Burgos. Off the block and down, LVC takes set one. Tightly contested. I think today we'll go the distance. Hopefully. So to see some more good volleyball. These teams are battling.
That was a great first set, and we will be back in a few minutes. All right, and we are back starting set two. I apologize about the camera shake. My partner over here has restless leg syndrome.
Great.
But we're trying to get it under control.
That was a great set to the outside by Campos.
What a dig out of the middle.
Oh.
And that ball just touched by the middle blocker there. Point LVC.
Oh, great cross. Oh. That was a great cross-court swing by number 19,
Brendan Barron.
Brendan Barron. Brendan Barron from Massapequa, New York, Long Island. I'm a fellow Long Islander, so it's nice seeing people at the island playing high-level volleyball. Not a huge community. Campus with the float.
Handled well by Trevor, the libero.
Ooh, Dave Evans just misses the arm.
Just miss hands.
2-2. You actually played in college with Pedro, right?
I did, yeah. He was my setter at Riv for 2 years. Transferred in from a JUCO in California.
Is he from California?
He is.
Oh.
And Ryan Carty just touching the net, trying to drop that ball down. Pedro back again with the serve.
Little pin ball off the block. Good adjust by John Lutz there.
And Brendan Barron with a tip down the
Barron
line.
with the tip.
Score.
Oh, one-hand set.
One hand set, just catching the forehead of Oshman.
Ooh.
That's the only downfall of being tall and jumping well.
Good thing I don't jump well, because I think that's happened to me once, maybe. But yeah, he did it. Simmons in that.
Ooh, and a loopy float serve just going long. Definitely made the passers think about it there.
You know, a team like TeamLVC, they see a lot of a team like TeamLVC, they see a lot of very fast and hard Thompson serves, so throwing in a float now and then really does kind of
Throw them off their game.
Yeah, screw with some time in. You know, having a passive float serve with your platform, I've heard is one of the hardest things to do. A good float serve, nice line drive, something that kind of has a lot of movement.
Yep.
I don't serve receive myself, but I hear it's one of the hardest things to do in volleyball. If you agree or disagree, Cam, I'm not sure. Oh, good back set. Oh, just between the
just
blockers.
Sneaking it through. John Lutz is deadly out of the back row.
He's been terminating today. Oh. Great pass.
Quick reaction time. Oshman out of the back row, dug up.
TeamLVC being a little scrappy in this rally. Oh, great set to the middle by Campos.
Long range 31 set there.
I love that run. That was incredible. As we mentioned before, Boston Bounce practices a ton. That's just they're just able to run stuff like that because they just have another gear. That was a great connection right there. Joyce with the serve. Oh, a little miscommunication on the pick. Oh, what a touch.
Lexi read that the whole way, just couldn't get around it.
I don't think most liberos would be able to even get a hand on that. That was almost spectacular. Oh.
And serve down the line, just out of bounds.
Bukovsky missed slide. There goes back to serve. Great swing off the block by John Lutz. I'm saying his name a lot this broadcast.
I mean, things to be successful, a big terminating right side.
That does help out the team a lot. Moran with the serve. Ooh.
And Kasperzak using the last third of the court there. Good high swing. That ball comes so fast. It's really untouchable if you put that in the back corner.
Especially out the middle. Campus with the serve. A great pass by Clayton. Ooh. Great dig. Oh. Still a great dig, honestly.
And the net just helping hold that ball away from Lexi.
That was a great serve into that seam. The team of Joyce and Lexi. Oh.
And Dave was trying to go to that same seam again.
Barron back to serve. Good high swing by Clayton. He's really good at just kind of getting in the air, seeing the block, and kind of just chopping.
Yeah.
Those are very hard hitters to stop.
Not always about power. That's where that volleyball IQ comes into play.
Joyce misses just long. Not a bad swing. I think that's the right play in that.
Yeah, just a little bit under it.
Great pass. Repeat set. Ooh. Austin with the high and long swing.
Maybe didn't get all the way on top of that ball, so just kind of floated. Hard for Moran to handle.
As for Zach back to serve. Product out of Endicott College. The perennial NECC power. Ooh, just wide. Eric Martin serve. Oh, running the 6-2 actually. With Eric. We have Eric Martin, number 13, going in, and number 7, Tanner Maxwell, going in to play some opposite. Tanner actually set. Oh, great commit by Witkowski. He's absolutely shut down that 31.
And Oshman just kind of hanging in the air, waiting for that ball to find his right shoulder, terminating down the line.
Ooh, great ace serve.
And catches the back line.
Absolutely just painting that back line. 2 great plays in a row.
Trevor Cavendish jumping out of the way, thinking that ball was just going to stay a little bit long, but it does dip. Point bounce. Not the greatest toss there, kind of falling over his left shoulder.
Cam, how do you feel about these Franklin balls that we're using? What is the difference between the Franklins and the Mikasas?
The Franklin balls almost seem a little bit grippier than the Mikasas, but they also seem to float a little bit more.
Would you say they're heavier or lighter?
I would say maybe a little bit heavier, but the ball kind of seems to explode off the platform a little bit.
And playing with an ace serve hitting the sideline. He's moving.
When he tries to go short, just doesn't put enough on it.
He's moving it around, actually. He hit that. First set he hit the opposite sideline. This set he got an ace down his own sideline, just going down, just going straight. So he's really moving that serve around. Joyce back to serve. Ooh, great fend off. And great set from Martin to Witkowski. Those two have been playing forever, probably. Josh,
Witkowski so good at just finding gaps.
Another product of Endicott. 6 rotation middle back in the day. Josh Bigford back to serve out of St. John Fisher. Oh, great swing by Burgos. He's running that push one and kind of just going with the ball. Campos with the dunk kill. Oh. Oh, double?
They called it double. It looks like he might have been in a blocking motion and then played it off. I'm not sure. We'd have to watch that one back on tape.
Right. VLA, actually, if the ball stays on your side and you hand set it, there's just no doubles written in the rule book.
Yeah.
Similar to what the NCAA women's volleyball is doing. They just acted that rule last year. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can only double if it either hits you twice, literally hits you twice, or you send the ball over.
Yep.
So Moran back to serve.
Another lefty jump. Oshman out of the back row. That ball's off the ceiling but stays in play. Free ball to bounce. Lexi with the hand pass. Running the middle. Good cover by Pedro.
Oh.
And with the angle, Brendan Barron.
With the swing. Great cross-court swing. I've a trend I've been seeing with volleyball lately is that setters and just out of system, the setters or whatever, this out of system ball, people are starting to put inside. I've noticed, which I'm liking that evolution a lot. It gives the hitter a lot more options, kind of to either swing at that angle if the middle's diving in, or just swipe off the block. I've been seeing a lot of two-hand swipes, and so it's adding to the kind of creativity of the sport, and I'm very much enjoying seeing that evolution, kind of. Evans with the serve into the net. Brendan Barron back to play.
How's it going? Sorry, we're commentating here. How you doing? You playing outside now? Middle. How's that going?
Oh, Joyce with the swing into the block. The coffee just couldn't quite press there and gets the waterfall down.
Colin Ritter coming in to serve usually has a bit of a hybrid serve. You'll see him toss it with some top spin, and then will usually take the spin off, creating a float serve.
Oh,
he's just going with the straight
float today. Let's see if he hey!
And catches Dave Evans. Bounce gets a much-needed point here.
Colin Ritter, a very decorated player at Wentworth. A two-time All-American? Two-time All-American.
At least, yeah. And that's going to be a timeout for LVC. We'll be back after. All right, and Colin back with the serve, 2021. Another really good float serve.
Oh, and great block.
And Bounce builds a roof on the outside.
Getting some momentum with Ritter's serve.
Yeah.
Good.
It's not the fastest serve of all time, but you see it dance. And in this ball, we already talked about, it floats a little bit more. So as soon as you get that ball to dance, it's pretty hard to pass. And taken well by Dave Evans with his hands. A little trouble with Bounce. Good news is Colin Ritter's also a setter. So with Pedro taking that first ball, you still get the benefits of having a setter coming out of the left.
And Joyce swinging high into the middle. Listen, a swing high is always, even if you don't get even if it doesn't look the best, it's always probably the best thing to do on offense. Oh, great blocking move.
They close on John Lutz. Roth gets his hands on it. And that's going to be LVC's second timeout, down 23-21. We'll be back after. And Colin Ritter back to serve up 23-21. All the momentum on the bounce side. Another good float serve.
Oh, great reverse. Great block touch. Oh. Knotted up at 23-23. John Lutz back to serve.
Good serve down the line.
That was a great commit by Witkowski. Taking an angle too. Seeing kind of.
As a middle blocker, are you seeing where a hitter is going, or are you trying to take away their strength? How do you go about a block?
Usually I kind of have it predetermined, so wherever I see it, just try to kind of dive my hands in.
Yeah.
Unless they have a favorite shot. A lot of middles are like really big on swinging to just the one direction. Even it doesn't matter what kind of run they make. So just trying to take that angle away. It's kind of my. So it depends. It's a case by case basis. Great swing to the outside. Boston Bounce is blocking very well these past 5 points. Another block. Great dig.
Good rundown, and we play on.
Oh!
And that's a little bit controversial, but Bounce takes it. Set to 25-23.
Boston Bounce. You can describe the brand of defensive player as squirrely.
Yeah.
They're just making the most insane ups with little to no no space. They'll get like a hand on it. It'll go up 2 inches, and someone just dives in, gets another up, and they just send free balls back. And that can happen multiple times in rally.
Yeah. Bounce is very, very scrappy. So you have to be ready to swing 3, 4, 5 times to get a point on them. But we will be back after a quick message by our sponsor, which is Silence. All right, we are back here for the start of the third set. Knotted up at 1-1.
Bounce made a great comeback at the end of that set.
They were blocking really well. There wasn't a lot of holes in the block. We'll see if they can keep it up here in the third set. No changes have been made on either side. Running with the same lineups. Very even game so far.
Campos hitting the jump serve. A great dig by Cavanes.
A little off-speed shot.
Backs it to Osman. Ooh. Great ad assistant set. Oh, and Barron with the swing through the seam.
Just a little bit of a gap there. Maybe a hair bigger than a ball, and he finds it. Both teams are covering hitters really well and recycling well right now. And Matt Clayton just sneaks that one in underneath the big hand of Nick Kasperzak.
Moran back to serve. Oh, goes down the line. Oh, and nice power tip.
Little give and go by Brendan Barron. Takes the pass and then immediately gets the set.
That was a great play by Barron. Just seeing the middle kind of drifting, turning his hands. Middle's reaching. All the outside do is just have to hit to that or towards that hand because it's either going to go out or just waterfall.
Yep.
Dave Evans back to serve. Oh, a great pass by Alexi. Oh, and absolutely Hunter Oshman absolutely terminating that inside ball. He's been showing out a little bit this last set and a half.
Yeah.
Kasperzak back to serve.
Great set. Boston still getting four hands on almost every ball right now.
Oh, and great out assistance set by the middle, but
and Ryan Carty just shuts that one down. Bounce is doing a really good job. The middles are doing a really good job of closing, getting four hands up on virtually every swing, allowing their defense to kind of play the seams around.
Great pass. And great tip.
Little waterfall over the top.
You know, when you're a big middle like Burgos, you could just kind of throw those in. Everybody's on their heels thinking you're going to bounce the ball and just throw a little tip. Messes with the defense a lot. Great serve by Oshman. Oh, a little miscommunication. Oh, great dig. Another out assistant set. And another long distance 31. Campos and Burgos have been connecting on that really well today.
Burgos is just using that outside hand. He saw it and he used it.
It's a great swing out the middle. Also spreading out that block with the 31. Oh, and great dig by Lexi. Ooh,
and uses the top of the tape to take enough off to land on the sideline.
That's honestly a great Bic run. You don't have to. Middle offense isn't just running the middle; it's also running the Bic, kind of just setting in that zone, keep the middle honest.
Bounce is doing a really nice job winning these long rallies, these long momentum rallies.
Oh, and the push one just trickles out. Little miscommunication on that set. Oh, and Lutz with the swing out the outside hand of Joyce.
When he's in system, he is very, very hard to stop. Eric Martin in with the double sub.
Eric Martin and Tanner Maxwell going in again.
Eric Martin with a dig. Oh, and a miscommunication.
Tanner Maxwell actually was setting our last game against us, and now he's playing opposite the GCU product, showing his versatility.
The headband is sweet.
I'm a fan too. A little tip. Ooh.
Oh, and not high enough to get over Burgos, and he throws it down.
Burgos has been cooking a little bit. He's been reading well on the block. He's been taking good, hard, smart swings deep or off the block. I'm really liking his game right now. Joyce back to serve. Out of naked pipe to Dave Evans. A great dig by E. Eric Martin. Sorry. Eric Martin, affectionately referred to as E by many. And Joyce going a little bit of a run with this jump serve. Oh, great dig by Oshman.
And Pedro elevates.
Hmm. 11-4 bounce. What a turnaround from.
And LVC calls the first time out, trying to stop the momentum. Bounce is doing a really nice job at putting in good serves and not giving LVC 3 points to get out of it. We'll be right back after this timeout. All right, and we're back. We'll see if the timeout rattles Joyce just enough. He puts in a really nice serve after the timeout.
Oh, and free ball. Free ball chance for. And another 31 for Campos and Burgos.
And just another chop off that outside hand.
You know, a lot of people think middle is all about just trying to find angles and trying to find court and trying to bang balls. But Burgos showing us that you can hit like a pin and hit off the block too. Great set.
Jump serve handed well, and Maxwell terminates.
Great set by Eric Martin. Not even squaring his hips, just straight up facing us and sending that to the outside.
Gotta say, he's got one of the swaggiest headbands out there.
Clayton after serve, UCLA product.
Oh, and he's looking for that deep corner again, just a bit long. Good pass with the hands. Reverse flow. Maxwell terminates.
Bangs that down the line. Maybe had little less than a ball's worth of line and just terminates it down. Terminates into the deep corner. Great swing. Oh, great dump by Campos.
And that flow serve might have been a little bit too easy. Joyce is able to put the ball on the net for Pedro.
That's just easy pickings right there.
Back to rotation one. Bounce now has 3 hitters in the front row. And there's no doubles in the VLA as long as the ball doesn't go over.
A repeat set to Maxwell. Great block and great dig by Joyce. Hunter Oshman over the block. Oh, 3 sets in a row to Maxwell. Oh! Barron absolutely detonating that overpass. Showing us that college club kids can hang.
And
Matt's
somehow sneaks it
will
through.
just squeeze it into the small seam of the block. Oh, so we have John Lutz going in for Martin, and it seems like we'll just have Maxwell stay as the setter. Great swing from Barron on the single block. And Dave Evans barely paints this tunnel. Pass a little mishandled. Oshman with the swing.
And Lutz trying to go high hands, just a bit too high. We unfortunately don't have a replay system here in the VLA.
Kaspersak back to serve. Great pass by Cavanis.
And ball just a touch tight for Lutz.
Nice.
Good recycle by Brendan Joyce.
Oh, Dave Evans. What Joyce and Barron are doing really well with this block. In that system, they don't like the set or they can't really get their feet on it. I'm liking that they're resetting this ball a lot.
They're doing a really nice job of making it an easy cover as well.
That's a skill that a lot of pins really don't have.
Yeah.
I realize.
It's something that you have to work on. Josh Bigford subbing in for
Josh Bigford subbing in for Dave Evans.
Dave Evans. Sorry about that.
Ryan Carty back to serve. Oh, Hunter Oshman just absolutely field goaling Matt Clayton. He had his hands a little too wide, and he just went.
Getting us in the mood for the Super Bowl here coming up in a week.
Indeed. Oshman back. Oshman with the serve into the net. Bounce still retaining a 9-point lead. Very different story from the first set. Bounce kind of finding the rhythm, and they're just playing their game. Oh, and ball on court.
I will say that a game is not over until it's over. It wouldn't be the most surprising thing to see LVC make a little bit of a run here.
I do agree. They have a lot of servers with big arms. They can go on a 3-4 point run. They call a timeout. We don't know what could happen. Oh, Burgos. Great turn, but he misses just wide. Maybe a foot out, less than a foot out.
I think that was maybe an inch or two out.
I like that. I like that set a lot. I like that set. I like that swing. You know, sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
And again, we have another ball on the court, having us go back to a replay. Lutz didn't have the greatest toss there, so let's see what he can do now. Still just kind of chopping the ball in the court.
Third dump kill for Campos today. He's making a living. And the Boston Bounce fans getting a little rowdy. Some chirping. You could hear it. Brendan Joyce back to serve. And great swing off the hands by
Clayton. Clayton back to serve again. Let's see, do we think he's going to go for the deep left corner again.
I mean, he's done it a lot, so I wouldn't mind. Oh, great blocking move by Witkowski, staying disciplined, not reaching into the seam and just going straight up and pressing. He saw the angle, even though there's a little bit of a seam. Stayed true to the set. Pressed over and got the block. Great dig by Cavanis. Sean Lutz off the block.
Here we go.
Team LVC is not. The set is not over. Team LVC, like we said earlier, they can make a run.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Cardi has a good controlled serve.
Oh, great cover by Lexi.
Oh,
Burgos with
the
solo block. That's probably like 5 blocks already in this game. He's been doing his thing. They've been.
Balance has definitely been in system more than not. Handling LVC serves really well currently.
Colin Ritter back in to serve. Go with the float again. Ooh, not the best pass.
Good high swing.
Great block touch. And Josh Bigford with the great recycle by Barron. No tip, gets him out of system. Great dig by Colin with the gator. Another great dig. Oh! That was some good defense by
Colin Ritter putting his name in to maybe be a libero.
Who says setters don't play defense? Witkowski with the float. Good pass by Barron.
Bouncing
great
system
cover.
again.
Oh! Campos with the over on one. Oh! And great commit block by Ryan Carty. That was the great move to dive into. Kasperzak has been swinging a lot to 5, I've noticed. So just seeing that, having your hands up early and over.
Yeah.
Love that commit. Oh, an open net for Barron. One thing I'll say about Brendan Barron, he's an athlete.
He's an athlete.
Yeah. He's got a few great swings and a very live arm. He's bounced a couple balls today.
Pedro, another good serve, handled well by Carty.
Oh, and great block by Oshman, just diving into the seam. Taking Bigford's lunch money.
Lutz with a good recycle.
Oh, man, Hunter Oshman has Josh Bigford in jail right now. That's 2 or 3 blocks in a row on him.
Putting a roof over his head. Oh, and a great serve.
A great serve, but great pass by Bigford. Oh, and the miscommunication.
And Lutz looks like he may have tripped a little bit. And that's going to be the game there. Boston Balance takes a 2-1 lead. See if any changes are going to be made after the break. All right, and we are back here. Start of the fourth set. Tanner Maxwell back. Oh, serve handled well by Alexi. Pedro tries to get a little bit cute there.
Not a bad play. No one was in that spot. So.
No, over the net, I think that's a kill.
Sometimes this can go your way. Tanner Maxwell back with the serve. Ooh, great serve by Maxwell. And Barron with the
ridiculous angle, hitting tees.
Even with the help of the tape, that's still an angle that's crazy. Brendan Barron, like we said, absolute athlete. And Campbell's back to serve. Great pass to Cavanis. Like I said, the squirrely defense from Boston Bounce. Most teams are not getting it up and getting a second touch and maybe even a third touch on that. So
they are not letting the ball hit the floor.
And Barron with the cross court boom. Wow, that was a great swing. Brendan Barron from at Northeastern University currently. I don't know if a recent grad or.
I think he's still playing. He might have just graduated.
One thing I like a lot about the VLA is just kind of shows a lot of men's volleyball in the States you don't see. Obviously any TV coverage of men's volleyball or internet is about the Division I level, but there's a lot. Division III volleyball for men's is super competitive.
Yeah.
NAIA, the junior colleges in California, and even college club. Like, it's all super high level. So it's just nice to see that all these players are kind of going in this league and just showing their stuff.
Well, there's not a lot of opportunities to play D1 for volleyball. We're getting more and more as the years go on. A couple new schools are added. But, like, if you look at football, for example, there's, like, 150, 200 D1 schools. For volleyball, we have, like, 30 to 40. So the talent tends to leak down to D3. So top D3 is really still pretty good.
John Lutz with the jump serve. Misses long. Actually, new middle in Nate Reynolds.
Nate Reynolds, yeah.
The Stevenson and Springfield product. Actually going straight to Reynolds. And great commit by Burgos. Great block. That could be a sixth block of the match in 4 sets. That's very impressive. Oshman with the serve. Little Cuddy.
Handled well by Cavanis.
And John great late jump. Oh.
And Nate Reynolds closes, gets the clamp on Brendan Joyce.
Very disciplined move by Nate Reynolds.
Yeah.
Not going straight up, not reaching. Pressing over the net. Like that a lot, as I said before.
Yeah, a lot of blocking is not how high you can get. It's how disciplined you are, at least pressing over the net.
It's a very underrated skill that a lot of people don't realize about blocking. Yeah. Oh, Burgos. Great
Burgos with the backspin, just a bit outside.
That's a great cut to one. Just missed long. It happens. Volleyball's a game of inches, like we said. So, other days, he can have backspin and drop in. But it just doesn't that time. Great pass by Joyce. Pedro Campos goes back to him. Oh, Maxwell with the dump, but he netted.
A dunk by Maxwell, but he catches his wrist on the top of the tape.
Boston Bounce fans are loving that. Brendan Joyce back to serve, the LaSalle product. Must be cool playing on a team with your college coach, right? And an ace!
Right down the seam. seam serves are really where you're trying to aim, just so you make the passers have to communicate with each other in a split second to figure out who's passing that ball.
And I bet Jeff Beltran loves that.
Yeah.
Oh, squirrely defense. A great run by Reynolds on the push one, going with the ball and off the foot. That's classic Boston Bounce volleyball right there. Even though they didn't get the dig or send it over, that's still exactly what. Oh, and Matt Seifert in the middle for TeamLVC, the Penn State product.
Nate Reynolds was a nice serve, getting bounced out of system.
And Joyce with the swing. Oh, and just wide. Matt Seifert played professionally a little bit in the first league of Germany, so he's very, very used to this level of volleyball. Nate Reynolds with the float. Oh,
and Virgo is taking advantage of no libero in the game. Having your big middle try to get on the floor covering a tip isn't always the greatest.
That's just a smart play. On the back one, a little high. Can't get a swing on it. Just tip it to the 5. Middle's there. And usually if the middle digs, it's not a good pass. Oh, and Maxwell to Seifert with the 31.
And Seifert using the same move, just kind of tipping it over the top.
TeamLVC up 9-8. Maxwell back to serve.
And just a little short.
Back-to-back service misses by TeamLVC inbound. Actually noticed that Pedro started a jump serve. He was float serving in the middle of the game and started going to the jump. Oh, back-to-back service misses. Some people say that that's the worst part of men's volleyball.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Watching women's, they're very used to just getting the ball in and having these incredible rallies. Some may say it's a lot more fun to watch a women's match.
It's just, I feel like it's just different. I don't think there's better or anything. It's just a preference.
I thoroughly enjoy watching the women's game.
Women's volleyball is great.
The defense that the women's game has is unbelievable.
Absolutely insane. Women's volleyball, especially in the States, has been at a great level these past few years.
Yeah. Now, especially with the new professional leagues that they had started.
The 3 professional leagues that they have going. Gasperzak back to serve.
Oh, and he had that ball dancing. It just dances outside the line. Oh, and a quick serve. Lexi's ready for it.
Oh! Pedro was back row. Oh. Okay. I think he was under the tape.
Yeah, he kind of pulled his hands down.
And the Boston Bounce fans did not like that call.
Pilar, I definitely agree with you. Women's volleyball is the best. Oh, and again with that scrappy defense. The ball's not going down without 2 or 3 touches. Bigford with a little bit of a chop off that block there.
TeamLVC is making a comeback.
All right, and we have a timeout here.
We'll be back.
15-11.
We'll be back in a little bit.
All right, and we are back. Boston Bounce with a coach's point. A coach's point is when they call a timeout and immediately get a missed serve.
That's on coach.
Hunter Oshman back at the serve. Oh,
great 31 run to Nate Reynolds.
Yeah, Pedro just a touch late there. Nate Reynolds is able to get it down before Pedro gets over the net. Josh Bigford back to serve. He has a very extensive outdoor history. Him and the libero, Trevor, play a lot of beach together. They've played on a couple of the AVP stops together.
Great block by Burgos. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Josh Bigford and Trevor Cavaness are both from the Syracuse area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Underrated. That's an underrated pocket of volleyball, actually.
Absolutely.
Upstate New York has a lot of ballers,
especially on the East Coast.
Yes. People don't realize. Great serve by Joyce. Oh, an absolute clamp by Burgos and Campos. What a block.
Boston Bounce is getting their swagger back a little bit here.
And great reverse the flow set for Max.
Ready for the tip. Lexi, Superman diving in, just can't keep it on his side. Burgos might want to switch it up with the soft shots now. Cavaness is kind of sitting on them.
Oh, and great one-arm take by Nate Reynolds. Free ball back. Not the best pass.
Oh, and Nate Reynolds with another touch. Just a little bit too far away from the setter.
But good swing by Barron, just to know that the middle is playing defensive 5.
Yeah.
Just going there.
Colin Ritter checking into the game.
Colin Ritter's been a
certified stud. Great hair.
I agree. Colin Ritter's been really good with this serve this set. Had an ace. Again, TeamLVC out. Assist him. Matt Clayton with the windmill. Oh! Brendan Barron with the. It doesn't even look like he was. It doesn't even look like he was trying to score with that. Just trying to get the ball in and just chopping it off Seifert's block.
Seifert just leaving his hands up there high. Fairly good targets to look at if you're out of system.
Bigford handles that serve well. Oh, Maxwell just leaves him out. Lets out there to hang, and what a great and a back row attack violation by Lutz. Great set by Maxwell. Gave him a lot of line to work with, and he just hit that between the line and angle, the langle. That's a hard ball to stop. A lot of people say if you bang that, it's undiggable.
Colin Ritter again getting points off his serve.
Yep.
You're only allowed in another block
by Kastrzak and Campos.
And another timeout by LVC. All right, and we're back after the timeout. Colin Ritter still serving. Balance now up 18-17. Another great serve.
Great take by Ritter. Goes back to Clayton. Oh, another great take. Oh, someone's in the net.
And LVC in the net again. Bounce just seems to have taken the wind out of LVC sails. It looked like they were cruising early.
Another back row attack violation. Team LVC is,
I would say, falling apart a little bit right now.
A little bit.
Just making more mental errors than anything.
Like we said, Boston Bounce, they play together a lot. Have practice every week.
Yep.
Once a week. This group's been together. A lot of this group's been together for since 2021, the first year of, not the first year, the second year of the VLA Cup.
Yep.
First year of the VLA Cup, second year of the VLA. So you can see it here. Just have the chemistry is just showing through and through. That's how they're winning this game. Tanner Master with the jump serve. Great pass by Joyce. Great dig by Bigford. Ooh. I like that blocking move by Barron. Just a little out. And Maxwell with the serve into the net.
At this point, when we get to about point 20, you don't want to have any missed serves. You want to keep pressure on, but you don't want to give the team 3 points.
At this point in the game, teams start taking less risks. If it's not the best set, they don't try to swing.
That's a heavy swing, just a bit outside. Lexi playing the Matrix.
Barely missing that sideline. This jump serve by Campos isn't working since he switched to it second set. So we'll see what happens. Oh, little hybrid action. You send the outside. And free ball. Let's see if they can take advantage. Oh, and Maxwell with the miscommunication just sets it a little too far for Lutz to take a swing on.
And LVC with their second and final timeout. And the score is 23-19. Pedro Campos back to serve. He's been putting a good jump serve in. Good location. Another good one, but Cavaness handles it well. Running reverse flow.
And that squirrely defense again, absolutely crazy up by Lexi. And going back to Clayton. Great block touch. This is that Boston bounce volleyball. Let's see what Barron with the two-hand dump.
And Bounce is not letting anything get past them right now.
What a play.
Campos with a serve to win the game.
If you could say that if there's one play to exemplify Boston bounce volleyball, that was it.
And that's how they finish it. Campos with a serve down the line. Thank you for joining us. We were happy to be here with you guys. I hope you all have a great night and a great rest of the weekend.
See y'all tomorrow.